It has been a while since we've talked about glitches using Goomba, but recent advancements in understanding the partner menu deserve some attention. Recall the Goombario skip glitch, a loading zone storage trick that can be done at the beginning of the game. In doing this, we skip the cutscene where Goombario joins us, and this actually unlocks Goomba as a party member. There are many strange version differences with this glitch, but I'll be explicitly describing the effects observed while playing on the Wii Virtual Console. After obtaining your first real partner, such as Cooper, you can open the partner menu with C right. Outside of battle, Cooper might be the only entry on the list, but in battle, Goomba can be selected. Not only that, but once he's active, it's impossible to access other partners using traditional methods. Try to open the partner menu while Goomba is out, and the game will crash. The only way to get party members back is to either hit an upgrade block, or to visit the post office and check their mail. We have covered the basics of glitching Goomba into gameplay, but to explain this upcoming method of using Goomba to obtain any partner, it is imperative to understand the basics of dynamic memory allocation. Put simply, there are little blocks of the game's memory that are marked as free space. Temporary objects loaded into the game, from text and sprites to little dust particles, are allowed to occupy sections of that space when needed, flagging it as full. Once these objects are no longer on screen, they are removed from whatever memory region they occupied, and it is considered free space once again. A dynamic memory block's addresses are not predetermined, and may reside anywhere in the region based on which parts of the memory are in use when the object loads. As you can probably imagine, that means the memory is constantly moving around, and the current state of the memory is dependent on a ludicrous number of factors, some of which can be influenced by the player. Another concept worth noting is that the memory heap is freed when we change between rooms. So why is this important? Well, before any characters join Mario's adventure, the game, understandably, prevents you from opening the partner menu. Take a look at the partner menu with 6 party members. The menu is set to have a size of 6, allowing the selection of 6 partners. Now check out the partner menu with just Cooper. The menu is set to have a size of 1, allowing the selection of just 1 partner. However, before any partners are obtained, the menu is set to have a size of 0. This acts as a special case, allowing the selection of 2 uninitialized items in the menu, options -1 and 0. In this case only, we can select a menu item despite the fact that the data for that particular menu item was never initialized. In other words, the data used for the menu item we select depends entirely on whatever other random use that portion of dynamic memory was most recently used for. Since the developers prevented us from accessing a menu of size 0, this wouldn't really be a problem unless we somehow forced the partner menu to open. Well, there is something in the game that does force the menu up: the partner upgrade blocks. Only 3 of them can be currently reached using glitches without any party members. The one in Tubba Blubba's castle, this one in Toad Town tunnels, and the one at the red station of Shy Guy's Toy Box. Pulling up the uninitialized partner menu of size 0 can cause a variety of different effects, including game crashes, massive frame rate drops, and even ringing text box audio. If the menu loads, depending on how the memory is allocated, invalid text may be displayed, and it is possible to control the cursor that normally appears for the partner upgrade menu. Selecting the top option, -1, will softlock the game. Moving the cursor down highlights option 0, and confirming the selection will switch our active partner. The value of the partner selected is reliant on the previous contents and location of the partner menu's allocated dynamic memory. Chances are you'll switch to an invalid partner, and the game will instantly crash. The theory of obtaining any partners using this is simple. If the dynamic memory could be monitored and predictably controlled, it's possible to influence the uninitialized partner value, potentially allowing us to switch to any partner in the game's code. There are many possible methods of manipulating dynamic memory at our disposal, but this would be immensely difficult to pull off. To put this into perspective, there are 11 partners in the game's memory, one of which, under normal circumstances, only exists alongside Princess Peach, and another that is normally unobtainable. There is an additional value for no partner, which is also considered valid, but crashes the game if obtained through an upgrade block. Upon switching partners, the active partner address obtains information from an address pertaining to dynamic memory allocated for the partner menu. This address's location is subject to change depending on the menu's location in the memory, but a static pointer referencing the memory block can be found. The menu system requires 204 words of memory and can be broken down into a number of specific 4-byte addresses. All of these are necessary for the game to function normally, but the most important in this case is which partner to switch to upon selecting. While the partner address can only be 255 different values, the value of this partner selection address can range from 0 to 4,294,967,295. Hexadecimal values beyond 0B will crash the game since no valid partner exists past that point. Because the partner menu memory is dynamic, and the partner selection value is influenced by previously occupied memory when partner menu size 0 is active, the partner address reads uninitialized memory. As a result, it just might be possible to manipulate any partner into gameplay using a super block. This could include Twink, who is normally impossible to obtain with Mario, and the unused partner Goombaria. Now the footage I'm showing here is not legit. We still have not managed to perfectly align the memory and likely never will. Exploiting the partner value to our preference could be as simple as eating a mushroom and loading the sprite into memory before hitting the block, or a step-by-step process more lengthy than the code that got us to the moon, if not completely impossible with the given conditions. If we somehow managed to set up the memory in a way to unlock Twink, a few cool things would be possible. Not only would we, have Twink chillin' with Mario, but in battle, if Mario dies and uses a life shroom, his idle animation continues while dead. If an enemy targets Twink in battle, he just takes the hit without even flinching. Much like Goomba, the partner menu crashes, and enemies attempting to transform into Twink will instantly die, only to be replaced with Mario. On the Nintendo 64 version, this crashes the game. Obtaining Twink without playing as Princess Peach could be a lot of fun, but Goombaria is a completely unused partner that could also be glitched into gameplay. Like Twink and Goomba, she has no out-of-battle ability and crashes the partner menu, but differs in that the game crashes if you just attempt to enter battle. Having Twink and Goombaria join Mario's party would be pretty cool, but there is a potentially useful speedrunning application to this as well. Reaching the nearest upgrade block, obtaining the next required partner, using them to progress, and then repeating the same process might end up saving time. Again, this is speaking from a purely theoretical standpoint, but there could be a practical application. As with all complicated Paper Mario glitches, I did not figure all this out by myself. Technically, this glitch goes back as far as 2012, when RobDog discovered loading zone storage, and it wasn't until 2013 that Xylophone found a way to bypass the Goombario cutscene. Fast forward to 2015, and that's when I began experimenting with glitches involving Goomba, eventually discovering the invalid partner swap. And finally, in 2016, MrCheeze began his analysis of this glitch, making an in-depth explanation possible. I hope you guys learned something new and enjoyed the video. A few resources can be found in the description, but if you have any further questions, leave a comment or contact me through Twitter or Twitch at Strider7x. As always, thank you guys for watching.